Testing. Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. Sorry we've had more technical difficulties today. I'm sorry, it may be just too much damn rum. It may be that the Dallas Cowboys have won their third game in a row. I know. The Redskins, the Washington Redskins, the hot garbage Washington Redskins that we demoralized last week have literally gone to Seattle and beat the Seattle Seahawks. Go figure. It's a crazy NFL. So my question to you guys is this. If we beat the Washington Redskins, dominated them, they go to Seattle, even though everybody says they're so beat up, and beat the Seattle Seahawks, who were in a shootout against the Texans. Not the Texans without Deshaun Watson, the Texans with Deshaun Watson, and they're a winning team. Does that say more about that game that we beat with the Washington Redskins? Because, see, here's the thing. All the experts out there and all of the Eagle trolls out there have been saying, oh, well, you only beat the 49ers, even though the 49ers literally had games that they were losing by 3 points or less. We blew them out, 40-10. And, of course, I said, well, it was only 49ers. They're a winless team. It doesn't really mean much. And I'm sorry, I'm just burning up here. So we destroyed them. We did what we were supposed to do. And then we go to the Redskins. And, of course, we beat the Redskins. Everybody says, well, the Redskins, they're cripples. They've got a practice squad team. They're going to Kmart to get offensive linemen. You only did what you were supposed to do. And we're going to give a shout out. Hold on.
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? Yeah!
We're giving a shout out from Damien to his youngest Cowboy fan, Carson. Thank you very much, Damien. I appreciate the super chat. But if we went and beat the Washington Redskins and they turn around and go to Seattle, a team that was leading the division, a winning record Seattle, playing in the Seattle Stadium that's literally like being inside of a jet engine, does that mean that was actually a quality win over the Redskins? And now we beat the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs that went into New England and beat New England at their Super Bowl party. A Kansas City Chiefs team that beat the Eagles. We did something so far that the Eagles haven't done. So the Eagles, you couldn't beat Kansas City. So I haven't seen too many Eagle trolls in here right now. Now, when they won earlier today, when they literally just kicked ass, and I got to tell you, I'm scared of the Eagles. The Eagles are a better team than I thought they were because they literally just dominated Denver. I can't believe that was the number one defense in the NFL that the Eagles beat. Hats off to you guys. You guys did something that we didn't do. That didn't look like the same team we played. I will say that much. That team, I dare say they look like the Cleveland Browns. Now, they have been on a 4-game losing streak now. We played them when they were the hot pick. But the Kansas City Chiefs, the 6-3 Kansas City Chiefs, the ones that beat the Eagles, shouldn't have even been a close game if it weren't for a brain fart from our coaching staff. I was pissed off. I'm still pissed off. I'm sitting here looking and wondering, what the F? What the F was that defense to end the half? You go down, you score, you're up 14-3, and you say, we're just not going to let them score on us, so we're just going to put everybody at the goal line and wait for the Hail Mary. Andy Reid's a coach. He saw that and said, you know what? Throw it underneath, get some runners behind him, some blockers in front of him, and we'll see what we're going to see. And they take it to the house. They change the momentum, and not only change the momentum, they get the ball in the second half and go down and score again. All of a sudden, One bad coaching call should have been the game. Now, I got to give my game balls. I got to give my game balls. I want to be nice. I want to be politically correct. But all of you guys out there that say that Dak Prescott is a game manager, Dak Prescott can't go downfield, Dak Prescott ain't all that, you can kiss my high yellow ass. And if you don't like that I love Dak Prescott as our quarterback, feel free to go to another channel. I'm okay with that. Because what we're witnessing with Dak Prescott was things were going bad. And Dak Prescott, this is not the first time he's done this, put the team on his back. He willed that offense to go. He ran when he needed to run. He doesn't turn the ball over. Because as we see about turnovers are momentum changers. You lose when you turn over the ball, and Dak does not do that. That game ball goes to Dak Prescott right here. First one. He runs when he has to run. He doesn't want to make a career of it because you won't have a long career if you run the ball too damn much. He passes efficiently and he gets the ball around to guys that need the ball. And he takes the time scoring because you see when our defense is on the field for long stretches, they break down. We went ahead and scored up 14-3. All of a sudden the defense is back out. Boom. And we get a bonehead coaching call. They score a touchdown. We turn around, second half, the defense is back on the field again after halftime. Boom, they go down and score. What happens to our offense? Our offense goes down the field, a methodical drive, taking the time, getting the lead back. All of a sudden, our defense. All right.
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
Thank you very much, Cool Lot. I appreciate that, man. But he took our time going down there. You got to understand that it's great to be able to throw deep passes and score like that. Boom. But it exposes your defense, and our defense is best playing with a lead, forcing other teams to pass because our strength is that pass rush. So Dak Prescott gets the first one. The second one goes to Cole Beasley, Mr. Hot Sauce himself. That's right. Mr. Hot Sauce, who was in the concussion protocol this week, comes in and gets not one but two touchdown receptions. Cole Beasley. My third one, and this is one that I have been just waiting and dying to be able to give. We had a Taco Sunday. For all you guys that have been saying, soft taco, he's Taco Bell, Taco's a bust. I said, give the man time. Give the man time because they're not forcing him on the field. Because you got guys that are playing great. You don't want to take out DeMarcus Lawrence. You don't want to take out Tyron Crawford. You don't want to take out David Irvin for a rookie. You want to get him into the rotation. You want him to learn. And what better place to learn than right now behind a defense that's playing well? Watch these guys. Learn their moves. Earn your playing time. Don't force him out there just because he's a first-round draft pick and say, here you are. Go ahead and let's see what you can do. You're setting a guy up to fail. Taco gets a sack. He gets a Jobu game ball. Woo! Fired up now, guys. I'm fired up for our Dallas Cowboys. What I said I hoped, because we thought we were going to have Ezekiel Elliott suspended, I said over the next 6 games, we need to go 4-2 because it's going to be hard to make the playoffs. The NFC this year, 10-6 may not make the playoffs. It's a fact. With the Eagles basically running away the division, even if we beat them twice, it's still going to be tough to beat them with that fourth place schedule. It's just a fact of life. That's not to say that right now we can't beat anybody, or there's nobody that we can't beat. But it's the NFL. The Washington Redskins can go to Seattle, beat up, and beat the Seattle Seahawks. It's literally a week-to-week league. But getting this game, getting to 5-3, is huge. It takes some of the pressure off. It gets some momentum because now you're on a 3-game win streak. And now you're taking on the Atlanta Falcons, who have been playing like dog doo-doo over the last 5 weeks. They've truly got the Super Bowl hangover. Those guys don't have the offense that they used to. They only scored 17 points against the Panthers. They're having a hard time getting to 20 points now. Julio Jones, I saw him limping there on the sidelines today. What's my email? My email is up here. Sorry, I forgot to change the color of it. But my email is cowboysmark94@gmail. And while somebody's asking here, while we got all these people, what we did last week in Washington was we had a tailgate for the game. We had about 50 to 70 of you guys show up, and it was freaking fantastic. My big mistake is I was so busy cooking that I didn't interact with all you great guys like Space Cowboy and things like that. You know, Space Cowboy came down from New Jersey, brought a tent to help in the rain. You know, we had the chicken wings, we had the pulled pork, we had black and blue burgers, and we had Mojo Punch. We were out there shouting, "How about them Cowboys" for the game? It was an incredible experience. And just like a crackhead, I want another hit. I need another fix. And what better fix could there be than to be in Dallas when these sorry-ass Eagles come to town? So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set up the tailgate to end all tailgates. And let me just give you a sample of what kind of stuff that we have at our tailgates. And if you're going to be at the game, I want you to be at this tailgate. Yeah, that's what we basically had at our last tailgate, guys. And add to that some of my killer Mojo Punch. And any of you guys that are on here, comment about what you thought about that whole tailgate. Dudes, I want to do it big time. I want to have the biggest tailgate ever with Jobu in the house and you guys part of it. I've got L&M smokers that are out there. I've got a lot of you great fans that want to help out. And I've got the microphone up too loud. Let me turn it back down a little bit. It's probably staticky. I want to make the tailgate then all tailgates. I've got you guys, some of you guys are coming to help put this thing together, bring in equipment and everything else. And we want to have a ball. And if you want to be part of it, if you want to help out with it, if you want to help donate to it, it would be great because I've got a whole lot of money we got to spend to do this thing, but to pull it off, I've got a donate button. If you go to the top of the page of my YouTube page by the links for Facebook and all that, there's one for PayPal and it's a donate button. Or you can go to my website, cowboyjobu.com, and there's a donate button on there. And don't put yourself out there. If you do like a big donation, like a $20 or $25, I'll make sure that you get a t-shirt. If it's like a $10 one, I'll make sure you have a shot glass and make sure you have plenty of room or at the event. But I just want to make sure that this thing is something to be remembered. And I definitely want to spread some mojo there for the Cowboys with Jobu and basically stick it in the face of those Eagles fans. So email me if you're interested in being part of it. How good does this feel right now, guys? How freaking good does this feel right now? I mean, see you. Say goodbye to the crowd. Come Come on, say goodbye to everybody. Here's my nephew. Unfortunately, he's a Redskin. He's a Redskin fan. Amen, Rob.
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
Amen, Rob. Prayers for everybody in Texas that's affected by the church shooting. I'm saddened by all the violence that's out there and innocent people losing their lives. I don't even know what to say on that one, but it seems like on a weekly basis, we have tragedies like this, and sadly they're forgotten. I mean, had you been thinking about Las Vegas? And how about New York, which was just a couple of days ago? These things keep happening over and over and over again.
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
Thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats. Those are all going back into the show. And apparently, you see, I had technical difficulties. I finally got to get that gaming computer system to really live stream here the way I want to live stream, because my laptop just is not powerful enough to do what I need to do. So, you guys that have been here forever, like Sven and things like that, we've been been upgrading. I mean, the fact that we've got our replica locker here and our sports desk, we're trying to bring you the best news on the Dallas Cowboys. And how about Zeke Elliott? Zeke Elliott running pretty good today. It wasn't easy sledding, but he still did a great job. Unfortunately, it's back to life and back to reality. Tomorrow, we have another hearing for Zeke Elliott. We don't know what's going to happen with that one. We've heard rumors that Zeke Elliott's people have actually tried to make a concession, an agreement to maybe reduce the penalty and try and serve that. Who knows where that's going to go. What's interesting, and I want to thank you guys. You guys email me all the time or send me Facebook messages or Instagram messages about news and stuff. So sometimes you're actually breaking stuff to me before I've actually gotten it. It's a shout out to all of you guys. Good night, Sven. Sven is in Germany and watches religiously. Thank you so much for joining in and being part of the show. Sven's been with me for a long time, and I appreciate all of you guys. The judge whose husband helped craft the CBA had stated that if that case, anything that had anything to do, came up, that she would recluse herself, which is what you're supposed to do. When you have a conflict of interest in judging a case where you may not be impartial because of extenuating circumstances, you don't judge the case. But interestingly enough, with her husband who helped write the CBA for the NFL that gave Roger Goodell all the power that he has, she didn't recluse herself. She still helped decide the case. She denied the restraining order. She gave him 24 more hours to turn around and deny it again. How is that fair? Zeke says he's going to fight it till the bitter end because it's more important than just football. It's his life. It's his name, his reputation. He's going to fight. I don't know if he's going to win or not. The question we have to ask is, how long will it be before he does get suspended, if he gets suspended, and will it be during the playoffs? Because we need that guy during the playoffs. Trying to get my final stats here. I hadn't turned on the computer before I got on here. Free Zeke. I agree. Leave Zeke alone. Leave him alone. Seriously, leave the man alone. How long is Dez out? Don't have any reports of that just yet. And I'm definitely concerned about Terrence Williams as well. Although I don't think Terrence Williams is as bad as, say, Dez is. Dez was already, good night, William, in England. Dez was already a sore knee to begin with. Is that cigar? Yes, that cigar is definitely a Cuban. I had Terry from Miami. She sent me a whole box of Cubans from Cuba. So yes, um, Joe Boo's got to have his Cuban cigars. Dez has a bruised ankle, so hopefully it's not bad. Dez is good, so we maybe dodge the bullet. Well, Alfred Moore. Here's the thing: regardless of if he gets suspended for 6 games, it will be the next 6 games the Dallas Cowboys play. So if they go to the playoffs and he's suspended during that 6 game window, that he's suspended however many playoff games that is. Um, so that is what it is. But yeah, here's the thing: it's kind of interesting, Simon. Have you noticed there's no Eagle trolls on here? Any Eagle fans, raise your hands. Come on, if you're Eagle fans here, please let us know you're here. Well, look, hey, listen, don't get me wrong. The Eagles are doing what they're supposed to do. They got that soft schedule. They're winning games supposed to win. But it's amazing that they kicked butt today against Denver, but they're not in here talking smack because they've been talking smack all week. When I said, here's what's crazy. I put a video out this week, and I said, by the numbers, the statistics, that the Dallas Cowboys defense is better than the Eagles. And Eagle Nation went wacky. But if you go by yardage, cleared it going into this week, Cowboys 13th, Eagles 14th. Number of sacks, Cowboys led. Yardage per play, Cowboys gave up less yards per play. Statistically, the Cowboys defense was better than the Eagles. Oh, Lieutenant Mathers. See, I can't even call you Lieutenant Mathers an Eagle fan because you're rational. You're not one of the delusional green trolls that are out there, man. You are a true gentleman and a true fan, and I enjoy you being in here. Okay? So, Lieutenant Mathers, and he's not here talking smack. Like I said, I love talking football, and I will talk football with anybody. Oh, but to get this win, something the Eagles couldn't do, to get on a 3-game roll, I can't wait to hear the talking heads because we had Heath Evans talking about, the Cowboys are going to go 1-5 next 6. Everybody talked about this is a tough stretch for the Cowboys, but is it? Atlanta is not playing that good right now. The Eagles, yeah, that's going to be a tough game, but we're at home. Maybe we got some momentum. But then we got the Chargers. You don't think we can beat the Chargers? We got the Redskins, although the Redskins have won some games they shouldn't have. I mean, they did go to Seattle and win today. And then the Giants. Oh, God, the poor stick. The Giants. Anybody put out an APB for those missing Giant trolls out there? Dez is a bruised ankle. Mark say a prayer. Daniel is one of those few Giant fans, and he's a true one. He still sticks in here day after day, and I can respect a fan like that. But those ones that are fair weather, ones that come in and just talk smack when they're winning and they get a victory over you, but then they run and hide like cockroaches when the bright light goes on, I got no respect for those ones. But those Giants are so bad. They make the Cleveland Browns look halfway decent. How is it 3rd and 35, I believe it was? They took it to the house. Let me say again. 3rd and 30 from about the 45-yard line. They go to the house on them. Eli Manning, the turnover machine that is, please, just get the man. Do a mercy killing. Just get the man out of there. He might get disowned by the Manning family right now. They are, Yeah, you know what? I'm going to drink this one for the Giants because my Cowboys make me drink, but damn. That'll make y'all do some real stuff. Hmm. Um, Jamie, you're right about that. They definitely failed to see that because they were sky high when we played in week 2. They were truly up. We were playing them on the road as well. We weren't playing them at home, and we had an emotional win against the Giants of finally getting those Giants off our back. Oh, here we got one. Everett. Wait. Let me see Everett Frazier's. Hope you don't think because you beat the Chiefs and we didn't that puts you on our level. If that's the case, we destroyed that team that destroyed you. Different team. They're on a 4-game. But okay, you know what? Everett, shots fired. I think I'm gonna need to pour me another shot on that one, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna pour a shot here. And this shot is from Mexico. So you know this is a killer. So, Everett, it's all good, man. You guys are far and away better than the Dallas Cowboys. You guys are the greatest team ever. That's why you guys are so great that anything less than a Super Bowl win this year, your season is a disappointment, buddy. Because all I keep hearing is that you guys are the best team in the NFL. Carson Wentz is not only player of the year, player of the century. He's doing things that no other Eagle quarterback has ever done. Your defense is just lights out. And now you got Jay Ajayi. So you better not lose another game the rest of the season with the team that you have because you got the team of the century. At least that's the way it's told. But, buddy, I hope that your team didn't peak too soon. I hope that you're just not playing teams at the right time and little Mary sister of the poor teams. Because the Giant games, oh yeah, okay, that's cool. Now you did beat the Redskins, that's quality. Quality, yes, you beat them twice. You got the Chargers and the 49ers, yeah. But you lost to Kansas City. Now you did beat Denver, but Denver is not that good right now. And I know Denver beat us, but you know, it's the NFL. The Giants even beat Denver. So it's one of those things that everybody can have a brain fart here and there. Everybody can lose a game that they're not supposed to lose. But what you have to recognize right now is that the Dallas Cowboys defense, the defense that everybody said, who's going to rush the passer? The team that said that they got nothing but rookies in the secondary. They let go of all their veteran cornerbacks. Oh, man. Morris Claiborne, man, how you let that first round draft pick go? Brandon Carr, oh, man, you let go. It's going to be a car crash without Brandon Carr. J.J. Wilcox. Barry Church. You let go of all of these veterans. You guys aren't going to do dog doo-doo. And look what Aaron Rodgers did to you. But I'm here to say that, Dallas defense is playing a little bit better than advertised. I believe Kansas City had scored more points than anybody else in the NFL. Yet we held them to 17 points. And had it not been for a stupid ass defensive call, they would have only scored 10 points. Alex Smith's got 263 yards passing. That's not too bad. But Kareem Hunt, the NFL leading rusher, only got 37 yards. The offense, today was the worst scoring day they've had in a while because they were under 30 points the first time in 5 games. All of a sudden, you got to start looking and saying, maybe those Cowboys are a little better than I thought, in spite of the coaching staff. 5-3. It's not where we want to be. It's where we are. But we got winnable games. And we got 2 games against you. So We got some Phil. Oh, we got Philly Bird Brain. Let me make sure I let you guys comments go through. Oh, so Philly's saying this ain't the same Chiefs team. They suck now. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Here's the deal, buddy. 2 weeks from today, and I know you guys have a week off, so you guys got plenty of rest and have plenty of time to game plan. And that's right. How crazy is it that Jeff Heath got Alex Smith's first interception this year, and that Taco gets a sack? Um, you got 2 weeks before you play us. You get to kick back next week because you're on your bye week, which is great. You know, you get extra rest. We got to round and play Atlanta in Atlanta on the road, but you're going to be coming to Dallas. And you guys are not going to only face the Dallas Cowboys in that pass rush. You guys are going to have Joe Boo to face as well. So we're going to see what we're going to see. We're going to see what we're going to see. And we'll just take it out on the field. Because we can play semantics. Oh, well, Denver's not the same team that they were when they beat us and vice versa. Yeah, all we got to do is play each other and see what happens. And see where it goes. So 2 weeks from today, November 19th, Joe Boo Sports Report is headed for Dallas. We're going to do a tailgate. We're going to bitch slap any Eagle fans that show up. We're going to eat, we're going to drink, we're going to party, and we're going to try and get a win. And I want all of you guys who are going to the game to be part of this. Eagles are praying Ezekiel. Oh, you know the Eagles are praying on that. They are sending money up to the courts and everything else. Marcus, I appreciate that, Alex. Frank, here's the thing, Frank. If you're new to this channel, I enjoy debating. I, in fact, love it when people come in talking trash and all that because I will talk it right back to them in a respectful way. All I ask is be respectful of the people that are here because we have a lot of wonderful ladies that come on the show, and I don't want you guys to chase them all away, okay? And this is a station, a channel that we discuss football. I may be a Dallas Cowboy homer. I love my Cowboys, okay? I'm always going to go ahead and try and give you a positive outlook on them and spin it the way best light it can be because I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, true. But I will also talk and tell you when the Dallas Cowboys are doing some stupid stuff, when Jason Garrett's a bonehead, or when a player like Greg Hardy does stuff that's just not right, or Tony Romo screwed up a game, whatever it is, I'm going to give it to you straight. And I respect other people to come in and have a debate with me. So everybody's welcome to come in here. And biased and unrealistic. Okay. Well, here's the thing. You're coming into my house and telling me that I'm biased and everything else. If you don't like what I'm saying, why do you come in here? And it's amazing how I didn't see any of you guys last year. I did not see any of you guys until a few weeks ago. But now that your team is winning, see Amazing TV, now that you guys are winning, now I see you guys are all over the place in here now. You know, wow, talking trash. But see, I'm here all the time. Whether we win or lose, I am here talking and reaping my team. I don't run and hide. If you kick my team's butt, I'm going to tell you, hey, congratulations. I will be the first one to tell you that. Because I'm a man and I will man up and support my team and give you the real deal. Unfortunately, unless you're somebody like Lieutenant Mathers, most of you guys are fair weather trolls that only come in when times are good. I'm sorry, but these things are going by so quick, it's hard for me to keep up. Oh, Michael's watching the thing over here. The Giants, oh, Lordy. Why they don't fire McAdoo right now, I don't know, and just put him out of his misery. You know, it was so funny because he talked about this week how good practice has been. Man, we're practicing real good. And it's like every time he says something about practice, I know they're in trouble because he famously said earlier this year, if we practice like we practiced this week in January and February, we're going to be okay. And I said to myself, did he just say they're going to be in the Super Bowl? Because when you talk about practice in February, all people that practice in February are people in the Super Bowl. He ended up getting the scorn of the football guys. They said, oh, really? You think you're going to the Super Bowl? Boom. Now you suck. Now you suck. Felix is fine. He was live streaming. Cool. Okay. Wonder where he stole that. Suicide Watch, Rocky statue. Oh, man. See, here's the thing. I was crying at what? Okay. I was mad. I was mad half time. I'll be honest with you. I'm still mad about that call. I will never. That goes down. That play call will go down with me with being down 20, being up 26-3 against Matt Flynn's Green Bay Packers and losing. That call will go down with Aaron Rodgers winning that game last year in the playoffs. That call will go down with Dez Bryant catch no catch when it was 4th and 1, and we should have just ran the ball and got the first down and ate up some clock. That's one of those ones that is the checklist of being pissed off at Jason Garrett. You know, those things that just kind of get burned in your head. But yeah, I was pissed. I had quite a few to drink because the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys will make you drink, and that was like, oh god, if we lose this one and this way after being up again, no, this just can't happen. So, Des Bryant was live streaming, so that's good to hear. But you're right, one game at a time. And Lieutenant Mathers, I tell you what, I can't wait to play you guys. I can't wait till that may end up being the game of the year. Everybody looked at us and the Raiders as the game of the year. I think it's going to be the Eagles and us. Eagles and us will be the game of the year. Justin Quarles, no. I'm not going to give him any credit. Not going to give Jason Garrett any credit on this one. Nope. I'm going to give Dak Prescott. Because Dak Prescott ended up using his legs and his will to get this thing going. I'm going to give it to the defense that ended up stepping up after a bonehead call. Because the defense played great except for one freaking play, which was a bonehead play. Zeke may be leading the league. The question will be is what happens here going forward starting tomorrow. Tank and Irving and now Taco. Tank, Irving, Taco. Tommy actually texted me earlier, and basically, he was up. He's like, he's got 3 touchdown passes and everything else. We're the real deal. And I said, okay, all right. That was before the game, of course. Well, we'll have to see. I'm definitely not going to say that Eli Manning is one of the best quarterbacks in the division. I'm not going to say Kirk Cousins is. It's Dak and it's Wentz, and it's arguable either way. Now Wentz has got a lot of touchdown passes. I'll give you that. I got to be honest with you. We had so many drop passes. Dez has been okay, but he's not been the Dez that you expect as the number 1 wide receiver. And I love Dez, but he's got too many drops for me. DT, I have no idea why the Eagles fans care about us so much because they are always on here. And it's funny because you would think that I actually have some pull or some play because the way they dissect my videos and talk about, this one guy, Fly Eagles Fly, did a video, and I did a 12-minute video and said that our defense was better than the Eagles, and he picked out about 30 seconds of stuff out of context and deemed himself beating me. Oh, I've broken down that whole argument. He's an idiot. And I had on Twitter, which I hardly do much of, I had Eagles fans that were just like retweeting me and calling me an idiot and everything else. I'm like, dude, I'm a Dallas Cowboys blogger. Why do you care what a Dallas Cowboys block? You know I'm going to be up for the Cowboys. Why is it such a big deal to you guys? What I say. I don't give a damn what EVP or any of those other fools say. They're Eagle fans. They're going to be homers. Why am I bothering you? Eagles fans always go after a threat. Okay. Um, yeah, I like that A1 Kev. And it's funny because when you say that argument about our 5 rings versus their dud, they always say, oh, you're always living in the past. But then they'll turn around and say, we got world championships, which were like, really? World championships? You mean back when there was like black and white TV? Leather helmets? Okay. Cowboys played like trash. Okay, if you say so. Here's the thing. Everybody keeps saying, should we trade Dez? He ain't getting much for Dez. Think about this. Jay Ajayi has only been in the league now his 3rd year. Had 1,200 yards rushing last year. Still on his rookie contract. And all Miami got was a 4th-round draft pick. What do you think you're going to get for Dez Bryant with his age and his history of injuries lately and $17 million a year? Sorry. You're not getting much, if anything, for Dez right now. You're just not. Did I see T. Will? Now, basically, I went from the end of the game to you guys, so I have not gotten any of the post-game stuff yet. Our pass rush is definitely what's carrying that defense. Oh, it'll be interesting. You know what the narrative will be on ESPN, of course, as well. The Cowboys, yeah, they played well, but Ezekiel Elliott's going to be suspended. They're going to go downhill without Zeke. It's only because of Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, okay. We'll see what we're going to see with those guys. Um, by nature, most Eagles are scavengers and thieves. I like that. Oh man, cry Eagles cry on the road to 0 rings. Dilly dilly, love that Libra. Oh, I loved T Will celebrations where he's on the ground doing that kind of swim thing. Yeah, that was cool. Well, guys, it's too late to trade anybody till the off season, so there's no point in talking about trading anybody right now. Jay, be honest, the Cowboys aren't making the playoffs at 5-3. Are you kidding me? At 5-3, they're in a good position to. It doesn't mean they will, but they got 8 games. If they go 5-3 in the next 8, they're 10-6. They got a good chance. It may not be enough, but I'm not going to say that they're not honest. I'm not going to also say they're not going to make the playoffs. Are you kidding me? They just beat Kansas City, one of the top teams and a division leader. They're on a 3-game win streak. Atlanta doesn't look that good right now. I still say the Eagles haven't beat anybody. You got the Chargers, you got the Redskins, you got the Giants up, you got the Raiders left on the menu, and you got the Eagles again, and Seattle. It's possible, definitely possible. It's better odds now that we beat Kansas City than if we had lost to Kansas City. Yeah, Mike Locke. Yeah, that's one of those things that people forget. How many picks would Tony Romo have by now? Very good point. Um, Yeah, Taco. Yeah, there's nobody I'm happier that got a sack. I'm happier that Taco got a sack than DeMarcus Lawrence because I have been sick to death of hearing people talking about Taco was a bust, soft Taco. Taco needs to go. We should have taken JJ Watt. It's like, guys, why all the negativity? Give the man a chance. Sometimes it takes a little time to get your stuff together, and you've got people that are playing lights out. So you're not taking DeMarcus Lawrence off the field. You're not taking David Irving off the field. Give the man some time. Um, Taco got a sack. I hope he becomes a hard taco. I love that. I think. Listen, I'm gonna be interested to see the stats. Although Denver didn't do jack crap, so the Eagles stats are gonna look fantastic. Um, but we did what we were supposed to do. Kansas City has been scoring some points, and Alex Smith has not thrown an interception until today. So we did some things today on defense that people hadn't been doing. So hats off to the defense. Eagle fans are drinking the Delaware River too much. Wow, that's a good one. Um, Denver definitely sucks now. Maybe one of these Eagle fans is really Freddie Mitchell. Okay. I think if Rod had some time with Taco, well, the thing about David Irving, because David Irving wasn't doing that great until the end of the season last year. It takes time for these guys to come on. Demarcus Lawrence didn't have his first sack until the playoffs, his rookie year. So, like I said, pump the brakes on the whole talk that he's a bust. If Dez is out, bring back Miles Austin. Okay. I'm wondering if having Miles Austin around has made hamstring pulls contagious. People, man, Taco's a bust. Next day, Taco got a sack. He's a cheap. You know how us Cowboy fans are. Well, I've said all along that Sean Lee is the driver for this defense because when you look at the two games that we lost without him, the defense gave up twice the amount of yardage on the ground. Okay. That run game of the Falcons scares you. Well, usually it's the passing game for Matty Ice that should scare you. Oh man, guys, just imagine had we won just one of either the Rams or Green Bay game, which both games were decided in the last few moments of the game. Just think we had won just one of those two, where we'd be right now. Oh, but can't cry over spilled milk. It is what it is, and can't do nothing about that. No Super Bowl shingles. Don't say that one because they'll just tell you that you're just living in the past. Pot isn't a performance enhancing drug. I'm getting an alert here. Sorry, let me check this real quick. See if it's any news breaking here. Philly fans are so sad. I'd probably be pretty pissed off too if I was eating those nasty ass cheesesteaks all the time. Jerry Jones, wow. Good old Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones said he didn't see the touchdown at the end of the first half. He was eating his hot dog. Wow, Jerry. That'll be his reason why he won't fire Jason Garrett, because he didn't see that boneheaded call. Des Bryant. Here's a quote from Des Bryant that just came out. 21-4 are the main pieces of the squad. We got to be there for them. That's what we're doing. This is not a selfish team. Guys, you got to love. Oh. Now that does my heart good. That's a sign of maturity there. He realizes there's something bigger than just me and my numbers and my stats. It's about the team. Wow. And you got Jerry Jones eating just like Zeke. Des Bryant's ankle is a little bruised, a little soreness, but he said I'll be fine by the end of the week. Okay, so that's good news on Des. So that's some good news. We got Des Bryant. Definitely says he'll be ready to go next week. He'll be good to go. And I think Terrence Williams isn't that bad either. So hopefully, we've actually been pretty lucky for the most part on injuries. Of course, Dan Bailey hurts. Um, we had Sean Lee out for 2 games, but for the most part, this team is still pretty healthy. We still have to worry about Tyron Smith, and I think some of the holding calls from Tyron Smith is he's not moving as well as he normally does. The news is it doesn't seem it's an ankle for Terrence Williams, and it may not be quite as bad as first feared. Um, but I dare say that that's a statement win for our Cowboys to shut down Tyreek Hill, to shut down Kansas City's offense, and get a win. To me, is big. Sorry, I've got all kinds of stuff that's kind of breaking here, phone. Is Hey Sarah, where have you been, girl? Sarah, I can't have a show without you. Um, I don't know. Is that good, Sarah? I don't know if that is or not. I mean, it's definitely good for me, but I don't know if that's good or not. Oh, cool, Efren. Okay. Um, okay. I've got people. It's amazing. Like Efren. Efren, I've met in Dallas right after the Super Bowl, and he's a great guy. He's actually one of the people that's looking to try and help with the whole tailgate party and stuff in Dallas. And he's wants me to make sure I call him. He's got some really good news. And I've got to give him a call later on. But that's the thing. For anybody here, there's a lot of people that are probably new to this live broadcast and stuff, and new to the Joby Sports Report. I'm just a regular everyday guy. I do construction work. I'm 52 years old. I'm not that good looking. I'm computerly challenged or technology challenged, and I have a voodoo doll. But what I believe in is everybody looking out for everybody else. I believe in the motto here, which is spread the mojo. And it's not about me, it's about all of us doing stuff together. So when I talk about doing a tailgate and things like that, it's kind of like all of us putting together and doing good for other people and having a good time together and looking out for each other. And that's the thing that I truly love is that you guys look out for me, help me out as well, and I try and do everything I can to help you guys out and try and make this a fun place to be. And I appreciate every single one of you guys that come on here and comment, give me words of encouragement, end up sending me emails, texts, and all that. I so much enjoy doing stuff with you guys. And I would love for us to make this tailgate huge and have a great time. Get to know, meet you guys, hear your stories and things like that. To me, that's life changing. Um, and I just want to thank you guys. So that's my kind of little moment here up on the soapbox. But I just want to say I appreciate you guys. And one thing I want you guys to make sure you do tomorrow's Veterans Day. I have a lot of veterans that are on here. I had an email from a guy who's been in Afghanistan for the last 13 years, and he was in Iraq 2 years before that, who's finally done with all that, and he's coming home. And when I hear about guys that are that far away in hell, place they don't want to be, far away from their home, their friends, their family, and all that, you realize what they are sacrificing for us. There's a lot of them that aren't here anymore. But take the opportunity to thank the ones that are. If you see a veteran tomorrow, friend, family member, just a guy at 7-Eleven that's in a uniform, say thank you to those vets. Because without those guys, I wouldn't be here being able to do this. We wouldn't be the country that we are. So be sure to make sure you thank those guys. Hey, King of Comp, there's a lot of great YouTubers out there. Like you said, Shango, one of the nicest guys. I met him out in LA, Law Nation. And him and I do a whole bunch of stuff together. I'm hoping to see him when I go to Dallas. and stuff. Definitely show those guys your support and everything else because they work hard, and you can make a little bit of money doing this, but it's really more of a labor of love. And I enjoy this. I'm addicted to you guys, and talking to you guys and stuff like that. That's why main reason why I do it because it's just fun for me. It's a great way to kind of get away from all of the bad stuff that's going on in the world and have a good time because you guys are really cool. You're calling it now Dallas 48, Eagles 21. Oh, God, Simon, that would be a beautiful thing. Cowboy 12, no thank you. I may have a few skeletons in the closet I don't want to come out. I mean, my nickname in college was Crazy Mark, so that's not me. But they all sacrifice. Amen. Um, yeah, the only bad thing was, because I was live streaming, I didn't have the volume up very loud, so I didn't hear a lot of the stuff that Tony Romo said, and I couldn't tell if he was salty or happy or whatever. But I know he was pretty much joking on the Cowboys defense, and I've never seen that before. And I bet he was thinking in my mind, he's like, yeah, that's the reason why I don't have a Super Bowl ring is because of boneheaded calls like that. Oh, man. And Virginia Finest, amen on that one. Um, Prayers, thoughts to all the people in church tragedy tonight. Um, there's so much bad things going on in the world. You're not safe anywhere. You can't go ride a bike on a bike trail. You can't go to church. You can't go to a movie theater. You can't go to Las Vegas without thinking somebody crazy going to come in here. Go get her, man. That's cool. Thank you so much for the support, man. I agree with you on that. That was the strangest, dumbest call that I've ever seen ever. Well, Simon, the only thing about grilling some eagles is I might go to jail because that is protected. Oh man! But we may go ahead and do some cheese steaks down there in Dallas. Show them how it's really done. Wow! The pastor's 14-year-old daughter was killed. That's sad. Mm. Well, Robert, unfortunately, you say something like that here, people go crazy on you. You can't even think about that. Yeah, well, no, I said I'll show them how they're really done. Because, see, that cheese whiz crap that they put on there, it's just nasty. See, me personally, I like having actually some vegetables in there, something they don't know anything about. Some grilled onions, mushrooms, grilled peppers on there, and put some Swiss cheese on there or some pepper jack cheese. Forget that daggone cheese whiz that's like one step away from being plastic. Come on, man. And that rubbery sub raw. Come on, dudes. Uh, that's one thing I have to agree with you on, Domesto. That I was in Philly there for about 4 days, and I didn't really have a good meal. Please, no ain't brown on Julio Jones. Okay, I don't know what that means, but all right. Well, guys, I have been on here for another hour after being on here for the whole game. Um, you can live stream games on Instagram. Okay. All right. So that's a different platform to try and do that. Okay. Well, I have been on here for 4 hours straight talking. My throat is actually a little sore, believe it or not. I think I am done, along with the fact that I've had way too many shots of rum. One more hour, come on. No, I can't do that. If I do that for one more hour, I may end up being divorced. So it was a great night, a great win for our Cowboys. Tomorrow night, I'll be working tomorrow night, so I'll probably do a short stream from work for about 30 minutes at 9 o'clock. Again, let me do this one more time before I go. So anybody who is interested in helping out or being part of the tailgate, let me go ahead and put this out here. to make sure you get your food porn. So with that, guys, I look forward to talking to you guys as always, and I will see you soon. Enjoy the win. Thoughts and prayers go out to everybody affected by the church shooting in Texas, and I'll see you soon.